Alright, so this is a little bit of a different video, but as you can see from the title, this is why I will never buy another Asmus Toys figure. Something just really messed up just happened. I'm so pissed. So, anyways, so I had the Asmus Toys Crown Series Gandalf displayed, and I just wanted to fix the posture, the movement. And I literally just turned the head, like nothing crazy. All of a sudden, the neck and just the head become like so loose, like literally like just the head just like falls down like that. And that pisses me off because when you pay that much money for a figure and it just breaks like that, it's like I normally don't get too mad about figures in general, but I'm like actually mad about this. I threw out the entire body. I saved all the clothing, the head sculpt, which in my opinion still is kind of shit, to be honest with you. Man, I'm like, just the quality, like, I have a bunch of Hot Toys figures. I ordered my first in-art figure, which hopefully will come soon, the Aragorn in-art. Thinking about getting the Joker one, but let's talk about quality, like, just, oh my god. And that figure is like not that cheap either. Yeah, and so this is honestly a reason why I may not, again, like, just stay away from these other companies that are, producing these other figures, and really just stick to kind of the main ones, like Hot Toys, which, to be honest, they've been kind of not great either. But InArt has a Gandalf, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it yet because obviously it is expensive, but it does look so much better than just whatever that was. And it's a shame too, because when I opened that figure, I did a review about it. I liked it. There definitely were a lot of flaws about it, but I tried to like push through and not really fixate too much on that. But when you pay several $100s or more on a figure, that should not be happening. And I'm very upset by what Asmus Toys and when I was opening the body, there were pieces that were just loose inside. It was like, and this was bought from Sideshow Collectibles, so I don't know. And yeah, that again, Sideshow, I've already I don't know if I've shared this in a video, but I once had ordered the Sideshow R2D2, and that was a complete mess, absolute junk of a figure. It was horrible. It was a horrible figure. So yeah, I'm just very upset. I don't know. And again, this kind of, brings up the point of, is InArt kind of taking over a lot of these kind of the 1/6 scale scene, to be honest. So I drink my Sam Adams. Because they're coming out with quality figures that are tailored with clothing. They don't look like just like baggy clothes on top of a figure. There's magnets inside their figure. The head sculpts are like actually real depictions of these people from these like movies and just characters, and it's like they're just literally destroying the entire scene, and making it so much better. I mean, Hot Toys recently has just been a shit show, coming out with figures like left and right. They're just the same like remakes and like face sculpts that they have used in years prior. So I don't know. I'm not someone where I'm gonna be collecting like a ton of 6 scale things. I mean, obviously there are figures that I'm like, oh, like I'd really want that. Like the Aragorn, I was always, I wanted to get a figure, and then I saw Asmus, and I'm like, no, it looks like shit. So I'm glad I didn't buy that, because otherwise I would have been even more mad if I had that. So, I might just buy the Gandalf from Inart, just wait a few months, then have that come in, because, yeah, just, oh my gosh. I don't know if if something like that has ever happened to you, where you have a figure and it just like breaks completely. I'm feeling just this like anger right now, not so much because of the price that I paid, but just like when like a company like rips you off like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different if, I like purposely like I dropped it and then it caused it to break. But like that wasn't the case. I literally moved it like that much. The figure broke, and it was just constantly like loose. So yeah, not good at all. And I tried contacting Asmus Toys, no one's gotten back to me. So it is very frustrating, especially as a big Lord of the Rings fan and Gondalf and Gandalf. It's very annoying. So I'm just looking at this trash can over here where I have like the body. I literally just like ripped it. I was like so mad. I'm not a person who normally gets mad, but this like really pissed me off for some reason. Yeah. And again, that whole like the Crown Series Gandalf from Asmus Toys did have some pros to it. You had the diecast Galandring. You had that diorama, which looked nice, from Bilbo's house with the gate. There was just a lot of flaws to it, so I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings about it, but definitely just gonna stay away from Asmus Toys and kind of these third-party ones. I honestly might just collect, like if I were to collect more, it would just be Inart. I think they're just like leaps and bounds ahead of these other companies that are literally like ripping people off. And I'm not the only person that has had complaints about the Gandalf from Crown Series by Asmus, so I guess that makes me feel a little better. Not really, but that's very frustrating, as you guys can see in my face. I'm not happy about that. But on a brighter note, I wanted to talk about just Inart, because I feel like they are kind of they're kind of the, what do you call it? Like, they're coming in to this house, right? Where, yeah, they're coming into this house where you already have an establishment of people that have lived in this house. You have Hot Toys, you have like Sideshow collectibles. I mean, there's probably a bunch more that I'm not gonna name the one that I hate now. But they're coming in and they're just showing everyone how it should be done, like how things should be done. I know when people originally, went to these expos and saw the Inart figures, there was mixed feelings, but based off of what has already been shown, especially with the Joker, it's insane. And there's just so much more that comes with it. I mean, you're obviously paying a lot more, but the fact that you're getting like 2 figures diorama for a Joker, you're only paying, like, it's just like it's mind-boggling. The amount of just detail, and the clothing is just so much better. This is definitely turning into a rant, and honestly I'm kind of fine with it. I normally don't do this style, but yeah, but I'm excited to see where Inart goes. I don't know all the licenses that they have in general. I know they have obviously the whole Batman license, and they have I don't know if they have Marvel or DC. It might be DC. there's a rumor going around that they might do a Michael Jackson figure, and I'm like, that would be amazing, because I already have the Hot Toys Michael Jackson, which is a great figure. I'm not saying it's not, but in art just specifically is so good right now with the head sculpts that you almost have to just be like, whoa. Like, I feel like this is what Hot Toys used to be like. Like, when I look at my Jack Sparrow, the Captain Jack Sparrow figure, like, that's what should be happening now, and it's not. Like, that figure looks so accurate, but then you have these other figures that are coming out that just don't look anything like it. Like, I feel like in art, if they came out with an Iron Man figure and they did a head sculpt with Tony Stark, you could not tell the difference between that and like the real person. I'm just saying. I think in art, for some reason, they're really trying to do quality, whereas Hot Toys is all about quantity. But maybe this is good, because then other companies are going to say, hey, we need to step up our game and really fix what's going on. And I hope that would happen. But yeah, some of these Hot Toys figures is costing way too much. I mean, the 1/6 scale scene is pretty expensive. Not even going to get into statues that people collect, because that's just like crazy. But yeah, talked about Asmus in art. And also something I want to bring up is when is too much? Like, if you're a collector, when is it too much? So I see these guys who do collection like videos, and there's like 2 rooms dedicated to these figures, and I'm like, I mean, again, everyone can do what they want, but like me personally, I feel like that's just so much to have like in a house. I mean, all I would want, and I'm moving into a new apartment, but all I would want is just like a nice like detail off, like put like LEDs inside there and just have one that just has like 4 sections, and that's it. And that would be fine. When I see these collections, I'm like, it's like overwhelming watching some of them, like the amount of figures that they have. It's absolutely just crazy. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind being like a YouTuber who would like review. I'm never gonna review figures from Asmus Toys. I'm telling you that, never again. But I see guys like Justin Collectibles, which, they like unbox all of them every day. I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't know if I would keep them, probably like resell or something. But no, I feel like if you collect 1/6 scale figures, you're doing it for just like the art of the figure. And then it just I feel like at a certain point it becomes the obsession. I don't really know like when it does, but yeah, I told myself I would never go past like, what did I say, 12 figures? I never would. Because then I feel like it becomes like a museum, which is weird. I don't know. I don't like that like in a house. But I do respect people who have these massive collections, but I just don't want to be that guy who has like, I think it's great to have them. I love them. I'm thinking of trying to do stop motions at some point, which I used to do a lot, and maybe create a Instagram account for the 6 scale photography, which I think is a lot of fun. But having that many, that's I'm not sure if I would ever do that. But yeah, this went from a rant about Asmus to a bunch of different things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely I just want to hear your opinions down in the comments below, what you guys thought. And, if you guys are going to collect, in our figures. So let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Peace out. Bye.